Hello everyone. Just a kind of a little update. It's been a bit too long, in my opinion. Um, some stuff has been happening with my small scale grow bed here. Two things, very interesting things. When I was uprooting some green beans for my friend, I took it up and there were little tiny spheres on the roots, and I immediately recognized them as an egg of some sort. So I did lots of research, and when I say research, I mean I typed it into Google, and they are definitely nematodes. Nematodes are the most abundant type of thing on the planet that is living, and there's three types that are bad. I have one of those. They were basically eating the roots. So this particular one feeds on soybeans and all these soybean families. So green beans happen to be in the soybean family. Thus, the reason they were eating that. So I don't know how they got into my tank. It's the middle of winter and it's inside, but here I am. And now once you have them, you can't ever get rid of them, ever. As far as from a crop soil standpoint, farmers have to strategically alternate planting just to make them so they don't have soybeans and whatnot to munch on. So it sucks to be a farmer. Also, the one that's probably worse is spider mites. Spider mites are, I'm not even going to humor you by trying to zoom in with my potato camera, but they're little tiny black dots, and they are doing a number on my cucumbers. I mean, they're just these little tiny, they're about the size of a period in a very thick novel. But I don't know, I'll zoom a little here to see just how kind of ugly the cucumbers are looking. It's pretty much isolated to just this one. This cucumber, I have two of them. This one is thriving. It's gonna, it knows what's up. And my once magnificent cucumber that it's still growing. It's getting kind of a big butt. But this one is catching up to it quite rapidly, and I've been charting that. Ever since the spider mites kind of took over on this side, the linear growth that this cucumber has enjoyed has kind of really gone down. But there's a few remedies for spider mites that I kind of came across. One is mixing with soap or dish soap plus some Maxi Crop and some water. I put it in a Windex bottle. I rinsed it out thoroughly and washed it, trust me. But the reason I have the Maxi Crop, or sea salt is what the Australians have, a healthy plant is a more resistant plant, so there's that. The soap just kind of, I've had mediocre results. I don't know if it's doing anything, but then I was also told about grinding some chili peppers with some garlic and straining that, and yeah, that's a homemade remedy that I plan on utilizing. And then the most basic one is this stuff, Neem Pro or neem oil. Basically, from what I understand, it just stops the spider mites from being hungry and slows them down and everything. So I'm probably going to use a combination of a whole bunch because I don't want any kind of resistance to build up. Whether or not that's an issue I should care about, I might as well practice it. But yeah, that's my small scale story. None of these are going out to the big grow bed, I assure you. I don't want to spread that stuff around. Onto the fish. I've had a third, or no, actually, I'm on my 5th or 6th brood that got laid for eggs. Got kind of a little tumbler action. The reason, you can't really see them. The reason I have the tumbler instead of just keeping the eggs into the female's mouth is when she has eggs, she can't kind of fight back when there's things going down. So her face is all scarred up. If I could find her, I could show you, but I felt just bloody horrible for her. There's just not enough hiding places in here. So I have to get some more PVC pipe so that I can properly do that. But I meant to just have her keep those because I was tired of screwing around with eggs and killing babies. But when I tried to transfer her to this tank, she spit the eggs out. I asked her really nicely not to, but she did it anyway. So I had an empty mother and a lot of eggs, so I just had to go with the egg tumbler route. So that's that. This little guy right here is one of my friend's tilapia. He got them when they were just past the yolk stage of their fry, and now he's going to be my male someday. Because since all my other tilapia are brother and sister, I figured this guy would provide a far better gene pool. Better gene pool means resistant to disease. He thinks he's getting fed right now, but he's not. I just fed him. It's important to not overfeed tilapia because their stomachs are shaped in a way where it's big at the beginning, where all the food is going to sit in there and get their nutrients absorbed. And then as it goes on, it gets thinner. So any food that gets into their stomach when their stomach is already full is just going to pass through. And they're going to just basically poop out the food that you gave them. So all that nutrients is not going to get absorbed. So it's kind of like taking vitamins but not taking a meal with it. You're basically having expensive pee. Well, these guys are having expensive poop if you overfeed them. You might notice the hundreds of thousands of Malaysian trumpet snails in there. I have always had them, but the amount I have is very intentional. I'm thinking about entertaining the idea. Well, I'm already entertaining the idea, and I'm already thinking about it. I'm thinking about doing is replacing earthworms in an aquaponic system with Malaysian trumpet snails, because they serve the same purpose. They only eat dead stuff. They run around in the gravel, and, well, not run, snail version of run, but they kind of serve the same purpose, and I don't know, I was just kind of entertaining that idea. Let me know what you think on that. That's because once you have them, you don't get rid of them. You just don't. But I've increased their numbers by throwing in some extra broccoli stems and then some alfalfa sprouts that my friend was growing. Dead matter in there, and the snails love the stuff. But enough of this small scale crap. Pretty much everything I've shown you guys so far revolves around the small scale and not enough around what I'm actually doing. So I'm going to put my shoes on and you're going to watch me, because that's how Mr. Rogers did it. I just don't have a sweater. We're going out to the greenhouse. Been kind of having warmer weather lately. Right now, I live in Minnesota, but I don't have a thermometer gauge that reads in negative, so I gotta guess. I'd say it's about -5, maybe -6. So, yeah. The greenhouse is staying so warm that none of the snow we've had recently, and it's probably been about 4 inches, 5 inches. The snow is just melting right off, so that's cool. I have it double layered. There's one layer on the outside, and then also the inside is also lined. So there's kind of an inch bubble. I used inch thick PVC pipe as opposed to 3/4 inch, what you see often. But the double layer is to keep heat. In Minnesota, for half the year, we don't have a whole lot of that. There you can see some of my human error. Some warm air is leaking through down there and melting the snow. But also up here, some air leakage. I gotta do a better job of insulating, but it's just a hell of a lot of stuff. The door is usually frozen. Alright, it is messy in here, but I'm in the middle of a lot. This is the grow bed that we built and moved in. Well, my brother built it. I think it weighs hundreds and hundreds of pounds. It took the strength of 6 men to get it in here, except that we only had 4 people. But one of my friends has the strength of 3 men, and also one person was a woman. So it was -5 outside. Right now it's frozen over. Let's see, can't really see that. Melt that ice. It's about 29 degrees Fahrenheit in here, so 34 degrees warmer. The very next step is to simply put gravel in here and go hog wild, start planting stuff. There's my standpipe. We used a uni-seal down here, but we should have used a bulkhead fitting. I don't know if this is gonna hold. We the vinyl layer, the pond liner, and the underneath the wood. I'm trying to explain it. Let's see. I don't want water to get underneath the pond liner, because if it does, if there's a leak, it's all going to come tumbling down through those cracks, and it's going to be a nightmare. But so I'm going to fill this up with water and just kind of wait and see. But a bulkhead fitting would have been a better choice in this case. Uniseals are better when you're dealing with plastic and whatnot, but go with a bulkhead fitting. Pay the extra money, an extra complication. It's probably going to be worth it if you're going to have a grow bed of this style. So the water is going to come up through there. And I have 2 points of entry in the grow bed because it's so huge, 12 feet long. This is because eventually there's going to be so many roots in here, and I want to prevent any water buildup from getting on one side too quickly or whatever. So there's that. Big accomplishment of mine is that this thing is perfectly level. Well, there's ice right there, so, but you know, good stuff. I'm not a person who knows how to do things, and when I do them, I don't do them well, so it was a big accomplishment. Here's the pond. Got this cover. It keeps the hot air in and the moisture out. I do have goldfish in there. The water is fully cycled. I don't know why I'm pointing the camera, you can't see. I do plan on getting a light down there, but that's what it looks like. Lots of oxygen, spray bars, loot. This is the filter. Once I need to rebalance this. It's not level, but some of the water is going to go down into the spray bars, and then some of the water is going to go across and into the grow bed. And then I do have the other grow bed, which is going to be on this side. Haven't decided the specifics on how I'm going to get the water to run over here. But yeah, it's going to be crazy in here. Very crazy. But I'll kind of... Oh, and then kind of another little detail is the way we were able to have the inside layer of greenhouse poly is we got screws that we screwed into the PVC pipe and some nylon washers. I think they're nylon anyway. Oh, they're probably rubber or plastic, but that's what's holding it up. That's the only way we could double layer it. But yeah, it's been right now it's like a steady snow and rain in here. Ice on this side, water on that side, because this is the north side. North side is always colder in the northern hemisphere. But yeah, soon maybe next time I have a video, it'll be with gravel in there and plants in there, and it'll be all fun. And that is it.